Hey guys, this is Josh from Social Status coming at you with another video to answer a key question we hear all the time from clients, prospects, partners and friends. It is pertaining to e-commerce, particularly selling a product through your website. And basically the question is, I'm getting traffic to my website but they don't seem to be buying. What do I do to fix this? This is something quite cool. We often talk about funnels. In digital marketing as a bit of a jargon term, but there is no truer business that has a tangible funnel than e-commerce. Before I get into the explanation here, I just should say as an assumption that we're operating on that your product and your price is reasonable and that people are willing to purchase it. It's not uncommon that a portion of people with poor conversion rates have a product that people don't want to buy, or they have a competitor that's doing it better and cheaper, or they're a little too close and romantic with their product that they think is great, but the market doesn't really seem to agree. So, assuming you have a great product at a reasonable price, let's talk about this funnel. So, there is a formula of any e-commerce business which has a few steps in it, and through the magic of the Facebook Pixel, you're able to track with black and white data how each stage of your e-commerce funnel is performing. So it goes without saying, the first step is to get people onto your website. We do this through Facebook advertising that'll show your product and get people excited and willing to explore more. Once they're on your website, the next step is to actually view a product, have a look at it, demonstrate interest by, let's say you've got 100 products, maybe they're interested in one in particular. They'll then add to cart and then move through for a checkout. There are some formulas at play here that will let you know if you're working with a viable e-commerce model. For example, if it costs you $200 to get enough people onto your website to purchase one $20 product, you're in big trouble. You should maybe go back to your day job. Now, if I'm going to take you through what some of those benchmark figures are to let you know what a healthy e-commerce business looks like, and then I'm going to tell you at each stage how you can go about fixing them depending on which particular area is the leak in your funnel. So, cost per click is the key metric that we use when we're driving people off of a Facebook or Instagram ad and onto a website. 50 cents is great, 20 cents is incredible. Let's say $1 for easy maths is acceptable. So we're gonna spend $100 on a Facebook ad and it's gonna deliver 100 human beings who are interested in the industry that our product is serving onto our website. Now, you're going to hope that a portion of those click onto a product to identify what they're interested in or take the next step in the purchase journey. I would say around 50%, I know around 50% of people who land on your website, if they take the next step to view your product, that's healthy. If 100 people hit your website but only 3 of them view a product, you have a massive issue with your site to product view conversion rate. Now, of the 100, we've got 50 viewing the product. Of them, I would be comfortable with 10% of those, being 5, actually adding it to the cart, and then probably 20% of those 5 making a purchase. So we've spent $100 for 100 clicks, we've had 50 content views, 5 add to carts, and 1 purchase. Now if the average transaction value of a purchase for you is $200, well now we're doubling our money for every dollar we put into our business. That is awesome. The best conversion rate I've ever seen for a client we're working on is 8%. And we were getting 20-cent clicks, so we would spend $20 to get 100 clicks. 8 out of every 100 people would buy this $25 product, and I'm not ready to do that maths right here on the spot, but they were really happy with how that campaign performed. So, if you're struggling to get people onto your website at a reasonable cost, you need to look at your ads, your creative, and your targeting. That's what we do. Watch another video for more guidance on how to optimize that. Once they're on your site, if they're doing a poor job of going from a visitor to a content view, you need to make your content more clickable. You should never have your price on the front page, because if they can see the product and they can see the price, why would they bother to take the next step? Keep the price behind that click. Maybe make your product a lifestyle image, or in situ as they say, so that they need to click on it to get a better view of how it looks. Once they've viewed the product, this is where a lot of the magic happens. You need to make sure your photography is quality, your description is good, that you don't look like some dodgy website that people wouldn't want to put their credit card into. Maybe you may have some type of incentive or explanation around what the shipping or logistics expectations need to be. And if all of those things are firing, you would expect a decent amount, and I've set this quite conservatively, of 10% of your people to take the next step and add it into their cart. Once it's in the cart, ideally every single person goes all the way through purchases and you make all that money, but we all know that's not really how e-commerce works. So I'm conservatively saying one of those 5 people will make the purchase. And this is where abandoned cart email marketing comes into play, of which Shopify and WooCommerce and all the major platforms will have some functionality to try to snag a few more sales out of that group. So hopefully that gives you a really clear indication. I encourage you to go and look at the data on your website, whether it's in your website or via your Facebook pixel. Work out if the numbers and ratios I've given you are lining up. And if you're spending $100 to get 100 people on your website and you're making 3 purchases worth $100 each, well, you're really cooking with gas, and that's exciting. I'm happy for you.